Hey, welcome back to the Virgo channel. My name is Lauren. I'm going to do a general message for Virgo. Know that energy is fluid. Interpret the message as it best resonates. Again, never force anything. And as I always say, the message always tends to go to the person that's in need of hearing the message. That means if you're really obsessive, really nervous about the message, the universe will always conspire to bring you what you need to help you heal. It's the way that the universe shows love and support to us. It brings us what we need to evolve. It doesn't necessarily bring us what we want. It brings us what we need. So a lot of times in soul readings, and here and on my Soul Healer Oracle System channel, I do soul readings. So I do look and see what's happening within your relationship and your connection and all that good stuff. However, I also like to look at the spiritual and energetic blocks and see how those blocks are influencing your connection, what the karmic themes are, and what you would need to do to balance out your energy. Because you are the creator of your destiny. Depending on what you do is your karma. Problem is that when we have triggers, when we have spiritual blocks, we have triggers, and the behaviorisms and the habits that come from those triggers are usually what sabotages a connection or an opportunity. So that's why I like to do the readings this way, because there's something that you can change and it's a job or an opportunity. Wouldn't you want to know how to do that? Or if you can balance out your connection instead of staying stuck in a Mexican standstill with the person that you're connected to, meaning neither person is making a move and each person is waiting for the other to move, and you're just staying in this place of uncomfortableness. Well, wouldn't you want to know what you could do to shift the energy? And sometimes that's not, people will be like, yeah, just talk to the person. Sometimes you don't even need to talk to the other person. It's something that you could do to actually shift the energy. One way to shift the energy is to date someone else, or to talk to someone else, or just remove your energy. When you change, it forces the people that are connected to you to change, whether they want to change or not. That's the fastest way to shift a mind and a heart when you're fighting with your mind and your heart. And because your mind is saying, oh, this person's an asshole, I shouldn't even be connected to them, they give me such a hard time. Oh, but my heart still loves this person. And you find that you're still holding on. It's not all the time that you need to react. A lot of times people will react out of frustration because of the fact that neither person is budging. You don't need to react to that person. However, you need to do something to shift your energy so that person feels it. And if they are a soulmate twin flame, they will feel it. If a person's connected to you, and why I say that, listen, people are like, how do you know? Well, listen, if this is a past life karmic mate, if this is a twin flame, you have a connection that that person recognized your energy from a past life. So you don't need to be in the physical for them to feel whether you're near them or whether you're not. You can tap into a person to see whether or not they're in your energy field. So I'm probably picking up this information because I feel as if you are in separation with your person and there's a little bit of a Mexican standstill going on. Like both of you are not moving. Both of you are not. And I'm not saying that you should or that you shouldn't like pursue or talk to this person. What I'm saying is that there's two people that are, neither person is making a move, is the energy there. And though you're connected, so here it is, you're both are holding on to a cognitive dissonance of energy, which is, I have unconditional love for this person, but I'm really angry with this person and I'm not going to budge for this person. And so what happens is when both people are holding that energy, you're not going to go anywhere. And that's what I'm saying. When you're stuck in that energy, it's not all the time you have to have a talk with the person, because talk isn't going to get you anywhere. We need to look at the other energies. Okay, so we're just going to look and see what's going on. That was the energy that I picked up psychically, but we're going to actually see. Again, 5 of Cups. That came out like a little reversed. It kind of flew out, but Hangman, upright. Queen of Wands, reversed. I'm just going to pull 2 more. Ace of Wands, reversed. Probably should have showed you all these. But we'll do it now. Okay, the 5 of Cups, the Hangman, the Queen of Wands, the Ace of Wands. One more. Temperance, reversed. See, these cards said exactly what I pretty much said, because 5 of Cups is an unwelcome change. This person doesn't want to change. They're not looking to change. And the thing is, I feel like they feel if they come and talk to you, they have to change their life, that you're going to have certain demands on them. And they know that you're deserving of those demands. They know that what you're asking for is not unreasonable. I just feel like they're not willing to give it. Hangman is resisting surrender. So they know, again, that you are a connection with them, have a connection with them. It's just, they're not, see, like it came out reversed. I'm holding it upright, but you know, when the Hangman really is this way, usually hangs upside down, to get a different perception of their situation. They refuse to get a different perception of their situation. They're resisting it. It's like, nope, I only see it this way. It's either going to be my way or the highway, because I can't give in, but I am in need of an outlet. They are in need of some sort of, but there is, or again, a lack of perception on their part. And that's exactly what I felt. It was like, where is their energy? And before I said it, this just completely confirms it. And that could also be you too. And I feel like in actuality, there's a lot of mirroring energy going on between you and your person, Virgo, that you also are like, I'm not like really looking to change my situation either. And I'm not going to get a different perception, change of perception, because the person that you're connected to, Virgo, you feel is not fair. And they're not fair. Like I said, is what I'm feeling. I'm feeling like that they have issues, and they're just used to having everything go their way, wanting it their way. Let's see, the Sun upright, radiating energy. All right, and then Knight of Coins reversed. This is lack of direction again. The Tower, thank God it was upright. I'm liking that at least, because the Tower, at least all this nonsense has got to come to an end. And then the 5 of Wands. So what it is I feel like eventually your person knows that you are not budging. Like, and the thing is, they also see you getting a lot of attention. You're full of energy. You're drawing a lot of people to you. You're getting noticed. There's a lot of things going on within your job. And so you're getting a lot of attention. And so it's, your person normally is a person that makes a lot of money and gets attention. They're not used to being with someone that gets attention. I feel like your person usually comes from, again, a very ego state consciousness where they normally don't budge. They always want things their way or the highway. They're used to, they need to believe that they can rule a relationship this way because it makes them feel important. It makes them feel strong. It makes them, the ego is gives them the sense of that. So almost like if they give in to you, then they almost feel like weak, but they know that they have to give in. They're trying to figure out how to come in, because Knight of Coins, but reverse, there's a lack of direction because they don't know how, because they're too busy trying to strategize how to come in. And what's really going to happen is the inevitable. They need to like completely, like all the little games that they play of acting like they don't care and not being able to have a conversation, which is really what I believe. I believe that this was a good connection. You were in connection with somebody that tends to like everything to go their way, likes the relationship to be perfect, probably is one of those people that's addicted to the honeymoon phase when everything is perfect. And then the moment that there's an issue and that they actually have to have a conversation, they don't know how to do it. And they don't want to cave, and they throw temper tantrums, and they're used to, again, being able to navigate relationships this way, but not with you. And that's the issue. I don't think this person has ever came across a person that actually was like, no, I'm not gonna let that go. Like, you need to like apologize, you need to come in and do things differently. Your person is resisting that. They're like, I want to talk to you, but I want to know how I can talk to you without coming in and apologizing, without coming in and looking needy, without, and so all of that's going to come down again, the tower, right? I mean, because it has to at this way, because there's too much of a lack of perception, because your person is coming from their ego, and they really don't want to do that at this point. They really want to be able to they really want to be able to restore the harmony, because I pulled Five of Wands reversed, and I'm like, Five of Wands reversed and it says harmony restored. However, I'm like, okay, but Five of Wands upright is harmony personality clashes, and this is no, what they're realizing is, again, that like there's good chemistry between you and them, and they want to fix this connection. And what they're realizing is that they cannot repair this unless they change a lot of things in their life, and mainly how they dealt with you in the beginning. I feel like they tried to deal with you the way that they deal with everybody else. So I want to look at the hidden truths, even though we see when maybe the hidden truths will tell us what they're going to do. Might not, might, but we're going to look and see what their hidden truths are, what their true feelings are. Because sometimes it wouldn't be uncommon if a person has a lot of wounds, if they would get angry that they have to change. Like, it wouldn't be uncommon for us to see that. Or if they have this grand awakening, or we find out why they played this many games to begin with. We see why they played a lot of the games. I feel like they were raised in an environment that they weren't allowed to be vulnerable, and being able to have a conversation and communicate when you're in a relationship. You have to display compassion. You have to be vulnerable. You have to let someone in, and they would rather come across like tough, hard, everything my way or the highway. And this time it it backfired on them. And it backfired on them big time, because Nine of Swords had flew out, and that was earlier, and that's mental anguish. So they didn't really want to like do all this after, because again, lack of perception of how to deal with it. Well, your ego has to come down, and the longer that this person resists looking at what they would need to do instead of looking at what they need to do filtered through their ego, they're going to have mental anguish. So what I see is that your person's going to get so uncomfortable with you guys not speaking to each other that they're going to want to come and talk to you. We just want to know how they're going to come and talk to you, because it almost seems like if they come to you like that, they're gonna be really emotional. I want to be more than friends. They're going to come to you and they're going to tell you that there's a realization that they really do care and they want to give this relationship a chance. We both know that I was not the one for you. So I feel like this person at the time really, and still sometimes, I feel like thinks that they might not be able to stand up to your level. They put you kind of on a pedestal, and mainly because you didn't put up with their shit. It looks like this person's used to getting away with their, baby games of everything's got to be my way. I like to control the relationship. See, I've been in a lot of bad relationships, and I just like to be in full control because I don't really know what I want a lot of times. This is what the energy is. And so I won't really move until I'm really uncomfortable. And though I have feelings for you, but I know you're going to ask me to level up, and I don't know if I can do that. So it's, again, this person knows the type of person that you are and knows that you're deserving of it too. This has nothing to do with not being deserving of it. This has to do with, I don't normally have to do it. I normally get what I want. It's easy. If it doesn't work out, it's not really a big deal. I never get hurt. I look for you everywhere. But it's, again, they don't really have, that's the thing. They're trying to suppress not being with you. And so it only proves that the ego is not stronger than unconditional love. Unconditional love always wins. Love always wins. The ego is always derived from fear. It's always filtered through, that one perception, where unconditional love is everyone's involved, what's best for everyone, and it's light energy, where when it's your person it's all about me all the time, 24/7. I don't need to think about other people. They come in and think about me. You don't like what's going on? Well, I'm going to be a hard ass. And eventually people normally caved. But I don't feel like you caved. I feel like Mexicans stand still, and now they're like, oh shit, a lot of time gone by and I haven't done a damn thing to fix this or repair this. And now I have a lot of anxiety because I've exhausted dating the people, and I've exhausted all the other areas, and I'm still have feelings for you. So I wish that I could just kind of bump into you. I wish I look for you everywhere because I'd rather bump into you instead of actually come and apologize. Because again, I'm still not 100% ready to surrender my ego. This is my identity, who I perceive I am. You don't know how hard it was to let you go. Yeah, so it's, again, they didn't really want to play this game. What they did was they were like, no, it has to be my way. I'm just going to pull one more before I ask why was it has to be their way. I'm afraid to contact you. So again, they really want to bump into you. Like I said, it was a Mexican standstill for so long, and now they're realizing, oh shit, not coming back. I'm nervous, but what can I do that I'm not going to look stupid? And so again, there's a lack of direction because there's nothing that they can do. I'm just going to pull two from this deck just because I was called to. I didn't believe in myself or in you. I let low self-esteem ruin our love. I want us to heal together. So again, why they didn't move. Part of this, they like to pretend that they're stronger and tougher than they actually are. They didn't want you to get close. That's an intimacy issue, but that comes from the person not liking who they are. So again, their low self-esteem ruined the relationship pretty much because they played a lot of games. That's why they're afraid to contact you, because it's like, I played all these games to try and get you to do what I wanted you to do, and you didn't do any of that. And now I'm not moving, but I want you to move. And I can feel you because we were still together, but you're not coming to me. You're not talking to me. So I know I have to do something, but I don't really know how to do it without looking like an asshole. This is what I see here. And then it's like, I try to forget you, but it's not working. I always feel your presence with me. I'm magnetically pulled to you again, because this unconditional love like always wins. So what they did was they played all these games, and now they're feeling like a jerk because they were like, I still have feelings. And that's what I felt in the beginning. So let's see if what any more spiritual cards here. And maybe they'll tell us why the person, okay, the person did what they did because they had a low self-esteem. Because I was like, well, why did they pull away to begin with? Like, why? And it was so what I'm seeing is a person that likes to run around and be a bit of a player, have everything their way. Once they're done, move on to the next. Then they bump into you. They can't do that. Though they didn't know obviously who you are, because they never came across a person that would actually stand their ground, number one. And number two, I think that they never really felt as deep for someone before. So like I said, they really didn't want to come back and apologize. I knew that for a fact. But again, it all goes back to trying to give the appearance and the illusion that someone's a lot stronger and tougher than they actually are. Stupid. We are coming into union. So this person really, again, feels like that you're their twin flame. The same divine energy flows in each of us. This energy is the catalyst to our reunion. We just need to allow this energy to work its magic. Again, unconditioned love, like the universe is at play. This is again, your person believes that they're healing, and as they heal, and possibly because you are, that when I let myself go deeper into thoughts of you, I can feel my heart opening again. So this is a real soul relationship, which is really telling me that your person was like, I don't want any part of this relationship. It's too deep. It's too real. It's going to make me have to step up into my true self. And that might be just too hard for me. I don't think that I'm the right person for you, because I don't think I could do that. I don't think I want to do that. I'm going to try and walk away. To try and walk away, they're like, shit, I can't walk away. And now I demolish the relationship because I walked away. And now I don't know how I'm really going to fix it. But all I do know is I can't stop thinking about you. I'm realizing that this relationship is really an important one. One more. I just flew out. Darn it. I'm like, was I not supposed to take that one? I don't know when it pulls out like that. Okay, got it. Okay. I need to be strong in who I am before I can merge my energy with yours in the 3D. I'm afraid I could lose myself in this relationship. So that's really, again, the real reason. So your person right now is getting strong. And the reason why is because they do have a lot of feelings for you. They do see you for everything that you are. They were hoping that you wouldn't see you for who you truly are. And now that they realize that you do, they feel sheepish, they feel stupid. But they were doing it because they don't have a good self-esteem about themselves. They don't like who they are. Excuse me. So any other messages? Like, let's see if I'm gonna pick for you. Because listen, there's going to be some of you that do want to be with this person, some of you that don't want to be with this person. You know, everyone's different, but I'm just going to pull like two cards to see. I gave into temptation. So again, there's a lot of passion between you and your person. And I feel like you feel because this person hasn't come back and plays these games like, well, I gave in to temptation because we have this connection, but it never came into fruition. And because it's not coming into fruition right now, because this person is healing, they're like, I can't be with you where I am now. I'm not on your level. It's like if I'm with you, I'm gonna care so much about you and be so paranoid that I'm not good enough for you that I'm gonna lose myself in this relationship. So I gotta get myself to a place that's strong. However, I do know what I want. Where before I didn't even know what I want. Before I would have walked away and not really even put that much stock into this relationship, but it's like I can't really do that. Where you're like, you don't see the whole story. What you just see is that this person, you know, acted like they cared. And then the moment that you said something, they backed away. And then that's it. That's all that you, so you, of course, you would think that you just gave in to temptation. I was pretending to be someone else. So I feel like if that's for you, that some of you guys like tried to go along with this person, what they wanted for a little while, and then was like, I can't do it. But I'm really kind of feeling that this is more your person of trying to be like trying to be someone that they're not, trying to be a hard ass, trying to like act tough like they don't have feelings. And quite frankly, I think that they wanted you to think that, you might have given into temptation and that it wasn't a real relationship so that you would get mad and hopefully say something because they don't want to say anything. They don't want to communicate. Remember, when someone's coming from a low vibration, it doesn't just mean that their own behaviorisms are toxic. Meaning they may drink too much, gamble, run around with multiple people, not be able to hold down a job. I mean, we can go on and on. But a lot of times in a relationship, how those behaviorisms come out is instead of having a conversation, which says, I feel a little bit vulnerable and I don't feel comfortable, like, or I haven't been in a relationship in a while, or I've been hurt in relationships, so I need the relationship to be X, Y, and Z, or I need for you to show me A, B, C. This person doesn't want to articulate. Instead, they'll like do things like almost like what a kid does in first grade or second grade, like pull the girl's ponytail because she's got a crush on because he's got a crush on her. Instead of, hey, I have a crush on you. Instead, he's going to be mean to her. Well, that's the energy here. It's like whether it's a girl or boy, or whether it's a boy on boy or a girl and girl, it doesn't matter. It's like the energy is that. It's like bitchy energy. And it is because, like I said, strong, jealous, and possessive. This was flipped over. So, and that could be why too. It's like, well, if I'm not strong within myself, but I feel like your person was trying to get you not to talk, was trying to get you to talk to them by not talking to you. So you would maybe think the worst and maybe get triggered to get jealous when really that's not who you are. That's who the other people are that have dated them. So I think, again, this person played a lot of games. I feel like with you, Virgo, you just feel like you were with somebody that didn't really honor you or have deep feelings for you when the issue is they did have deep feelings for you. That's what freaked them out. They were like, oh no, I'm not going to do everything your way because I'll lose myself. And, I don't know how you'll be. So that's really what it is. It's not that they didn't have feelings for you. And this is our hearts are connected. Take a moment to close your eyes. And I feel like you feel like your hearts are connected to this person. However, you can definitely see that there's healing that needs to be done. What we are experiencing is a part of a large collective clearing. Don't feel alone because others are healing too. So you're both in a place of healing. This person is healing because they're going to let unconditional love in. They're in the process of healing. They have a lot of realizations. I don't really see them running towards you right now because, like I said, they're hoping to bump into you. However, I'm sure that once that doesn't work, their emotions are going to bring them down even more, where they're gonna feel like they have to do something. But in the process, what they're doing is that they're clearing, they're healing. In order for us to evolve into the highest states of consciousness, we have to heal our shadows. Your person, again, had this behaviorism that I don't really even believe was their own. I feel like they must have gotten it in childhood where they were told not to act vulnerable, not to be a leader, to be, to be a boss, to be a leader, you have to always, not sway from your decisions. You have to stand your ground. You have to seem strong. That was the energy there. And what I felt is that they tried to like take that way of, which is more business, into their relationship with you because they didn't know how to handle it. It was like, I don't want to be vulnerable. I do have feelings, though I don't want to lose myself in this connection. So when we look and we see, let's see, can you tell us what else that they will do? If they're going to do anything at all, let's see. I would like to know, what are they going to do? Let's see. Not this deck, because this is a trigger deck. And we already know what the triggers were. This person just likes everything their way, likes everything to go their way. They like to be control freaks of their situation. Let's see if we can even find it. I don't even know if I find it, just a regular deck. Well, let me pull from this. Let me see if any other things come out. Like what they're going to do, if they're going to do anything. High Priestess reverse. Like right now, they're not doing anything. They're keeping it all in. And again, the High Priestess. So they're in healing, and I feel like they're a pretty private person, like in like who they are. So they wouldn't, and not comfortable. So, and then I pulled Justice upright. So it's like, but then Hermit reversed. And then again, Three of Wands reversed. So again, they are healing, but they are doing it at their own pace. So there's like, even though they didn't act right to you, it's more or less like during their healing, they're thinking a lot about their life, how their choices have impacted their life. And so because they're so stuck in seeing how their like toxic behaviorism, and did not just ruin the connection with you, but a lot of other opportunities, a lot of other things like that, they're looking at their life. So right now, like I said, this person sees what they did. They want to take ownership. They know that you're an important part. But I feel like what they feel like they want to do right now is heal. That they're like really taking the time out to heal their own spiritual issues, their own, like, they have to reflect a lot on certain things that have happened in the past, certain things. So like they are definitely going through, I would say, like a dark night of the soul. So it's not like it's just, oh, they're healing from this one incident. It's like all the incidents that have occurred from their bad behaviorisms are coming to a forefront, and they're clearing. And part of that is to see who they want and who they don't want. And I have to tell you, it's not uncommon that when we meet a soulmate twin flame, a lot of times, most of the time, it's during a transition and in our life that there are big things happening in our life. So I just feel like your person is looking at their life and they're taking an inventory of the things that work, the things that don't. And they're also looking at how their behaviorism has definitely sabotaged a lot of connections and opportunities for them. And it's not that they're not thinking about you, it's just there's a lack of foresight in how to deal with this situation. And it's mainly because they're not 100% healed. They want to bump into you. They want it to be easy. And the truth of the matter is, that's not how it's going to happen. What I see is they would need to humble themselves. So, and they're fighting that a little bit. The chemistry between us is off the charts, but again, there's so much passion between you and this person, and that's really the energy that transmutes blocks, right? When we see the fire is the only element that transmutes anything, that can change anything, that can. And when we're talking alchemy and when we're talking about spiritual blocks, well, passion changes us. It makes us do things we wouldn't normally do. We'll take action. And that's what I see with this person, that this person's like, I would have loved to walk away 1,000 times over again, but I can't because I have feelings for this person. And because I have feelings for this person, and this person is absolutely nothing like me and not anything that I'm ever used to dealing with, I'm looking at my entire life and I'm taking stock of my entire life and I'm seeing what fits and what doesn't. I'm looking at my own behaviorisms and how I've acted and how that has contributed to some of the things that have transpired in my life. So there's a lot of things going on, even though if you were looking at this person, you might not say anything's going on because it's all internal work that's going on. And that's what soulmate twin flames do. They awaken parts of ourselves that we have detached from, disassociated from. They make us look at those parts and help us transmute those wounds because there is passion, there is chemistry. I'm ashamed of how I treated you. Again, so they're still in this place of what they did, how they did it. They picked somebody else. Or they acted different. They played a lot of games. What this showed me is not that there was really anybody else. It's just that they never really settled down with one person, that they're in and out and like everything, they're on their terms. Not really that there was a person. Like I said, it's more or less like I just like everything on my terms. I don't like to ruin it, the connection. I like it when it's in this passion phase. I like it when it's like this. I don't like it when it's the everyday humdrum of a relationship. And what they're seeing is, well, it probably wouldn't be humdrum ever because there's a lot of chemistry and a lot of passion. And that you both are in this place of clearing. And I'm feeling for you, Virgo, but you stood your ground. By you standing your ground, it's making this person change, because they tried to forget you, but they can't. And the whole reason why they ruined the connection was that they didn't believe in themselves. They had a very low self-esteem, which is when people want to control the relationship. But in the end, when it's a true twin flame, when it's a real significant soul relationship, what will happen when the ego tries to control instead of letting your heart lead is a lot of emotional anguish, which is where your person is at. That's why I said the tower's coming, where they don't know how they're going to come to you. They don't know when, but they know that they are, but they're in healing right now, and they need to be in healing. Because like I said, a lot of these behaviorisms needed to change. Now, obviously, some of you are going to want to be with this person. Some of you guys are not going to want to be with this person. However, for those of you that do want to be with this person, and if it's a soulmate twin flame, the more of you will want to be with this person, because we can't control unconditional love. And that, with the soulmate twin flame, that is what it is. It's a spiritual connection like no other that you can't control, because that's what soulmate twin flames teach, is you can't control love. That love is unconditional. Real love is unconditional. And what your person found out is love, this love really is unconditional, because I tried to forget about you. I tried to walk away from you. I sabotaged the relationship. I ruined the connection. Now I'm trying to figure out how to get back into this connection without looking like an idiot. So understand that they feel a little bit crazy, and that is what love makes a person feel, because you don't have control over it. It doesn't mean that you're not mad over what the person did. It doesn't mean that you don't get triggered. If anything, these people trigger you the most. But the thing is, you still love them. And it doesn't matter how much time or space is between. And that's what this person sees. And this is what you see too. So I'm feeling like your person needed to change. And listen, Virgo, you needed to stand your ground, whether you're going to be with this person or not. Why, if you're not going to be with this person, just by standing your ground, what you're telling the universe is, I'm deserving of a good relationship. But by standing this ground, this person is actually, even though they're snail slow and they don't really know how to do anything, they're not very emotionally intelligent. That's what I see. They're still finding a way back to you. And so when we ask the universe, oh, universe, what other energy can we incorporate into this? Because this could be really difficult relationship, one that's very triggering. What can we do? Affirmation: I listen to myself and I acknowledge my needs. I assert myself and retain my power. I am brave and gentle. I don't have to be afraid of others. I respect myself and I am respected by others. So this is all about, again, being true to you and knowing, again, respect, like standing your truth, being true to you, which is what you did here. So Spirit saying you're going to have to do it again. This person is still, just because they come back and they have this realization, remember, they're still used to getting things their way. This is like the first time that they've ever come back and apologized. They're shocked themselves that they care this much and that they're doing things different, because they, again, tried to walk away. Well, again, what this shows is they can't control unconditional love. They have that unconditional love for you. Now, they may throw a temper tantrum, like it says, I don't have to be afraid of others. So this person may, again, be a little bit of a bully, because when they get triggered, remember, they're used to seeing people give in to them, which show them a reality of themselves that they like. They don't like resistance, but that's not about that. In order to have a balanced relationship, you have to do it, and you will have to continue to do it, is what that's telling me. And not uncommon. The Spirit says, usually you maybe are the one that gives too much in your relationship and you don't get back as much in the relationship. Oh, we're going to bring you this person that tends to be a little bit stingy with their energy. So you're going to have to speak up. You're going to have to, listen to what your needs are, acknowledge them, make sure that you're giving yourself what you need, but then also, setting boundaries for this person, saying what you need without being afraid that they're going to leave or throw a temper tantrum, because they will, but they'll be back. And then balance. I find balance between each sphere of my life. I am the master of my daily life. I make time to nourish the spiritual and the physical. I bring love to my world by fulfilling the needs of my body and my soul. So this is what it's saying, that because this person may play a lot of games and try and manipulate, like I said, there still may be power struggles, because there was. And so this is their default mechanism. that the way that you will not be emotionally influenced by their negative behavior is make sure your life is balanced. Like you want to make sure that you're giving your time to your hobbies, your interests, your friends. Remember, your choice of focus is your greatest tool when dealing with somebody that is, throwing shade on you, or when you can tell that somebody is upset with you. You don't want to focus on it. You want to, again, take your energy and put it towards yourself. Make sure you're balanced in your life, because just dealing with a person that acts like that will get you imbalanced because of them not being fair, being a little bit childish, and trying to get things, again, all on their playing field, there according to their rules, just because of what they feel is comfortable for them. They're not used to taking other people's feelings into consideration. And Spirit's saying is, you have to train them how to do that. That's one of your missions. That's why you're one of this person's soulmate twin flames. You're coming into their life to teach them emotional intelligence. You're teaching them how to be a better person. And I'm sure they're coming in to teach you something also, not just about standing your ground and being true to yourself, because you'll get what you want from this person if you do. But it's also most likely they have other gifts that we're not seeing in the reading. Maybe they're better in business. Maybe they're going to help you in another area of life. Usually twin flame soulmate energy is balanced. It's just not balanced at the same time. It's that fact that everywhere where you have a gift, they have a wound. Where you have wounds, they have gifts. You come into each other's life and you make a whole, but it's not because you're half a spirit and they're a half a soul. It's because where you have gifts, they don't, and vice versa. And you both come together and you help each other and you find spiritual equilibrium in the fact that there is unconditional love between you two. But this person thinks completely different than the way that you think. And so the relationship will trigger you both are being called to deal with things a little bit differently. And I'm going to leave that there, Virgo. You let me know whether you resonated with this. And if you did, you just let me know. And you and I will correspond back and forth on YouTube to figure out best date and time that works for the both of us. And remember, if you want to enter into winning a free reading with me, just write the word in the comment bar. And if we don't remember what the word is, we will pull another one right now just for fun. You can write tactlessness and I'll take it. If you write, and that's actually, this person acted like a little bit tactlessness. Now they feel bad about it though. So you just write that. And like I said, you'll know if I chose you, if I wrote the word winner underneath. If I did, we'll just figure out best day and time that works for the both of us. You'll find the link, the day of your reading underneath our comments right on YouTube. Really easy, so you never have to worry. All right, I'll talk to you all soon. Bye.